What would you do if you found out your daughter got married and never told you? What if the photos of her wedding, the smiles, the vows, the moment you were supposed to give her away were already posted online and you only discovered it days later? This is my story. The story of how I found out my daughter had a secret wedding and I was too late to be there.
I never thought I'd be telling this story. A story about family, trust, and the day I realized my daughter was no longer my little girl. It all began on a quiet Thursday morning. A morning that seemed so ordinary until it wasn't. And before we dive in, if you've ever had a moment in life that shook you to the core, take a second to hit like and subscribe, because sometimes sharing our stories helps us heal.
That morning, I was in my backyard, watering the roses my late wife loved so much. It had been 5 years since cancer took her away. 5 long years of raising Emily alone. Emily was my only child, the center of my world. I thought we shared everything. That's when Mrs. Henderson, our neighbor, leaned over the fence with a bright smile. Mrs. Henderson, cheerful. "Congratulations, Robert. I saw the photos. Emily looked stunning." Me, confused. "Photos? What photos?" She blinked, surprised. "Why, her wedding, of course. It was beautiful." My heart stopped. Wedding? The watering can slipped from my hand. I didn't even reply. I just turned and went straight into the house. I sat at the table, opened my laptop, and there it was. Emily, my little girl, dressed in white, smiling, holding hands with a man I'd never seen before. They were standing under an arch of roses, guests clapping, confetti raining down like snow. And then, the date. 4 days ago. 4 days ago. My hands shook as I grabbed my phone and dialed her number. She answered after 3 rings. Emily, soft, cautious. "Dad?" Me, voice shaking. "Emily, did you get married?" A beat of silence. Then, Emily, whisper. "Yes, Dad. I'm sorry." If this story has already caught your heart, tell me in the comments if you'd forgive Emily or if you'd be too hurt to move on. I'd love to hear your thoughts.
As she spoke, my mind drifted back. Her first day of school, the way she cried when her mother passed away. The day she ran to me, holding her college acceptance letter with tears of joy in her eyes. We were a team, father and daughter. I thought she told me everything, but now I realized she hadn't.
That evening, she came to see me, Emily, and her new husband, Mark. They stood at the door like 2 children afraid of being scolded. "Dad, I know you're angry. I just didn't want a big wedding. We wanted it simple, private." "Private? Emily, I'm your father. How could you think I wouldn't want to be there?" She looked down, her voice trembling. "I was scared you wouldn't approve of Mark. He's not from here. He doesn't have much money, but I love him."
I didn't want anyone judging us. I just wanted happiness. I looked at her, my little girl, my only child. And for the first time, I realized she wasn't my little girl anymore. She was someone's wife now, and I hadn't been there to give her away. The pain twisted inside me like a knife. If this moment breaks your heart too, share this video. Someone out there needs to hear it.
Before my wife passed, she made me promise one thing. Be there for Emily's wedding, she whispered. And now, that promise was broken. Not by choice, but because I found out too late. Emily, crying. Dad, I didn't mean to hurt you. I just thought this would be easier. But I see now it wasn't fair. I looked at her, at the girl I had raised, the girl who was now a wife. Slowly, I stood up and hugged her. Because yes, I had missed her wedding, but I wasn't going to miss the rest of her life.
Sometimes kids grow up faster than we're ready for. Sometimes they break our hearts without meaning to. But love gives us second chances. I wasn't there for her wedding, but I will be there for everything else. Always. And if this story touched your heart, don't forget to like, share, and subscribe for more real-life stories that remind us of what truly matters. Until next time, take care of your loved ones.